Welcome to Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Friday, the 4th of August, comes to you from Cowes on the Isle of Wight in England. I'm here for the last day of Cowes Week. And so we start by looking at the dollar index falling still further. So we are below the cloud and just really teetering along the bottom here. So we shouldn't be surprised to see a further lurch down, but we are still very much on this support level. So the key thing is, can we find support here and rebuild from here? Looking at the euro has really rocketed ahead, and we're just seeing that rise in the euro chart. 120 is the sort of next target there, 119, 120, and we are just seeing that reversal of the euro. This thrust will give us a new upside target. We need a pullback and then an activation, but of course we still do have this downtrend long term on the 1% point Vickers chart. The Japanese yen dollar has been falling here as well, so that's yen strength, dollar weakness. And looking at sterling, well, sterling had a shock yesterday on the Bank of England announcement. With only two people voting for an interest rate hike. So we are just seeing sterling weak again on the short term chart against the dollar, and against the euro we're really seeing it hitting multi-month lows. So if we break this sort of 108 level, that takes us back to levels not seen for several years. So sterling still looking pretty bearish, and against the Swiss franc now just turning into bearish territory as well, and against the Australian dollar we see here also that we've gone back into bearish territory. Taking a look at the S&P 500 index, we see we are just holding on at the moment, and the Nasdaq was down just 0.4% yesterday, so just weakening off slightly, and the Dow Jones also looking pretty bullish on all three time frames. The Russell 2000 has been selling off quite significantly, smaller cap stocks falling away, just showing the breadth of market isn't quite there. The S&P 500 future today is just slightly up, and the Nasdaq E-mini again just up 0.2%, so no really big clues as to which way the market will open today. FTSE 100 is up, so looking stronger and back above the cloud, so looking better than it was. The FTSE 250 is down very, very slightly and just holding on to its gains and still looking okay. The DAX is coming off the bottom, but the stronger euro is really weighing heavily on the DAX. Nikkei is actually falling away on that stronger yen, so we are just seeing a weaker Nikkei. Hang Seng still looks strong, and Shanghai just selling off a little bit towards the end of the day, but still looking pretty good. And the Sensex holding its bullish position on all three charts. The Australian dollars Australian market is looking weaker still, just not able to get through that medium term. And Brent Crude just struggling at the top of the cloud here, so we're just seeing a sell-off with a downside target of 3% back to $50.20. WTI much the same thing, bearish below the cloud. US nat gas into the 270s, making new lows, bearish on the medium and long-term chart, so not looking great. Copper up slightly, but just flat generally. And if we take a look at some of the other commodities, corn, for example, is up 2/3%. Wheat is also up 1/3%, but most of the softs are still bearish below the cloud. Gold is just holding on to its bullishness here. It's in a real sort of range, just short term. This sort of 1260, 1275 range. Just can't break higher. We do have this upside target to play for and a little downside target as well. But at the moment, it is still mostly in an uptrend. And silver is up today, just coming back above the cloud with an upside target of 2.7%. Long term, silver looks more bearish than gold. US Treasury yields sitting at a 10-year yield sitting at 2.23%. Apple holding its bullishness, just still bullish above the cloud on all three time frames. Google still looking weak on the short-term chart, as is Amazon. Facebook just struggling to hold its bullish position, but better than Google or Amazon. And Microsoft has turned a bit bearish as well. That's it for today. Until Monday, happy charting. See you then.